What's poppin' T Squad? It's your girl Keisha, and I'm here with tonight's All Tea, All Shade Growing Up Hip Hop Review. Sorry, I look a mess. I've been working all day on Dream 2, which is on the way. Got some behind the scenes tea for you guys. On my last review of Growing Up Hip Hop, which was a few weeks ago, I got a tweet from Remarkable. Um, she had retweeted my review and she said these reviews be having me laughing like hell. They're not accurate because I know she only viewing what she see on TV, but they are so funny. Ain't her fault, it's production and post. I wish I could tell the real behind the edits, lol. But this shit be having me laughing. I responded to her and I said, it's all love. I'm just simply here to make my subscribers laugh. I would love to have you on if you would like to tell your side of your filming process, how everything really went down. She liked the tweet, never heard a reply. So that's just that on that. I mean, there's really not anything more to say. I mean, thanks for watching my review, love. But it is production and post, but they you also give them what we see on TV. So on to tonight's episode. Deb visits Waka at the studio and she tells him and her his brother that she talked to Brad and that Brat and Jhonni actually met up and that everything actually went well. She invites Waka to the listening party to hear everyone's records. Waka, however, is concerned that because he thinks that something is gonna pop off. You know, it's a lot of big personalities, a lot of people don't get along. So he just don't know how this really gonna roll. And he had every right to think that. So Brad is in the booth and she's rapping, and I loved her verse. I was like, this reminded me of why the Brat is the first female rap artist to ever go platinum. Um, that reminded me of that. Like her verse sounded so good. Judy is in there listening to the record just to cheese it and smile and like, oh, were you talking about me? She all into it. Diamond then does her verse about pimping abusing her. Um, I didn't really like her verse. You could tell she wrote it herself. It was very ABC 1 2 3. I know I didn't get a chance to review the episode when she accused Pimpin of hitting her. I think they was fighting each other. I'll just leave that on that. Still doesn't give him an excuse to hit her, but I do think she was hitting on him as well. So Rewind comes in and she tells the Brat that she already recorded her verse at home. And when she said that, I'm looking at TV like, huh? Say that again? Like, where they do that at? How you on a track with somebody and you do your verse at home? Did nobody tell you to do that? How you just taking shit upon yourself to do it at home? You got to be in the booth with everybody else, see how it's flowing, be a team sport. It's different equipment, like Brad said. Like, huh? What? Like, was she too afraid to do her rap in front of everybody? Did somebody else write it? Like, I'm confused. So she says that she didn't know she was supposed to do it there. Now, this is where revenge throws me because she says it's production and post that makes her look bad, but you make yourself look bad as well with the things that you say. Like, I'm just not understanding this. So, Brett isn't pleased. I wouldn't be either. Register plays her verse for them to see how it goes with everybody else, and it doesn't match the tone of the record. They're rapping about, heartache and pain from relationship. And here she come talking about, I want to fuck you on the weekend, make you my man. Da, 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 da. And it just, I'm like, what, girl? Like, it's like two totally different songs. Hers was about some lovey-dovey freaky shit, and then they over here talking about, nigga, you did me wrong. So it's just like, this is why your ass should have been in the studio with everybody. So Remember says that she was just so nervous to be on the track with Brad and this and that, and I'm like, girl, that you just using it as an excuse now. So in walks Jhonni, and she immediately starts crying because she's supposed to be so excited about working with the Brat. And I'm looking at the TV like, you are making me so uncomfortable right now. Like, girl, like, it is not that deep. Like, I understand you happy you get to work with the Brat. But okay, child, she act like she was in the booth with Timberland. like you are making a fool out of yourself. Like, get it together, ma'am. So Brad is, however, proud of her for coming prepared and doing what she needed to do. Bow Wow gets his plaques from YouTube. His manager FaceTimes him to check his email about the paternity test. Bao tells his friend that he doesn't see the resemblance between him and the little boy because his daughter looked just like him. But the baby is in fact his, and he's happy. I feel like he had already known. I feel like this was just a storyline. But anywho, so Deb is mad because she hasn't heard any music from anybody. Brat joins her at the studio and tells her what happened with Diamond and Pimpin' and how he's supposed to have put his hands on her. And Deb is shocked. Deb says that revenge verse gotta go after after the Brat tells her how she came to the studio with her verse already done. And so the Brat plays Deb the verse, and Deb is like, this don't go. Like her verse got to go. Like she's off the record. And that she needs somebody to produce her, and that she told her that Revenge does need a lot of help. Like she does need a lot of help with her flow, with her rhymes. She does need help. She needs somebody to work with her outside of her nigga. Like, cause her nigga ain't helping her at all. He's actually hindering her from what we see on television. So Waka and Tammy are at the crib and she cooking. Her mama come by and they discuss Charlie's quinceañera, which will be the one of the main storylines for their upcoming season of Waka and Tammy. And then Ayana comes over, and we also find out that Tammy has spent over $20,000 on this party and hasn't told Waka. Ayana stops by. Her hair was so freaking cute. I loved her hair. And Tammy asks her how she's gonna act when she sees reality show at the party. And Ayana was like, I don't fuck with her. I don't like her. It is what it is type shit. So Tammy tells Ayana that she needs to talk to Waka about something very important, but she doesn't know how he'll react. The whole storyline is about Charlie being bisexual, or either she's a lesbian. Whichever one, that's gonna be the storyline for next season, that she came out to her parents and she like girls. So at the Brat and Judy house, is Judy booty real? Is that her real ass? Cause that is ridiculous. Motherfuckers be telling me I need a breast reduction. She need an ass reduction. That is nasty. Oh my god. But anywho, so she tells Judy that Riviera is off the record. Judy asks she gonna call and tell, and Brett was like, no, it ain't my problem. Like she should have came prepared. I felt like they should at least call the girl and told her themselves, whether it be her or Deb. So Bow and Pimpin head to the listening party, and he doesn't even think that Pimpin should go because he didn't have anything to do with the project. So why are you there? And I agree. He just wanted to go there and see Diamond ass. Everyone arrives at the party. Brat already feeling some type of way. In her confessional, she say it's kind of getting on my nerves because it's been in the air that realistic her she's been replaced on the song. She gonna feel some type of way, but I don't care. And I was like, if you don't care, why you already irritated and agitated? Like, okay. So Diamond there with her new wig that don't look too new to me at all, and them fake chains. But I'm like, okay, girl, I wear them too. So Diamond tells Brat that Replaceable says she don't know if she coming. Deb arrives and she's mad because she only has one record. They did all of this shit and only got one record. So she says that she gonna teach these kids a lesson. Ayana arrives and she refuses to give Shania any attention. Shania in her confessional says, us talking about our issues probably won't happen. And like I said at the beginning of the season, I don't really care for Shania anymore. You were outright wrong, and instead of saying you were wrong and correcting it and learning about how you were wrong, you just would rather not even confront the issues and just say fuck her. Don't like her at all. She's ignorant. So Reincarnation arrived with a rainbow bright wig on that was horrendous. She feels like them replacing her on the record is whack because she could have done the song over. It's not about doing the song over. It's about the fact that you are grown enough and mature enough and mindful enough that you should not have done your record, your verse at home. That made absolutely no sense. And then you didn't listen to the directions. So no, you don't get a second chance. Respond goes over to talk to Deb. Deb and her confessional say, here come Ree. Swollen. That shit tickle me. She says she about to check her. So Deb says, that rap you did was ill, but it didn't fit the record. Reinstall starts to explain herself as Ayana come over there and speak to Deb and, takes the attention off of her. So she looking at her like, this bitch here. And Ayana was like, oh, y'all talking. I'll come back later. Like, Ayana had me cracking up because she's so ignorant. So the Brat was like, what I felt from your verse wasn't enough pain. You kept it sexy. I told you if you needed help writing it, and realized was like, I didn't need help. Diamond was like, I didn't need help either, but I literally asked her input on it because it was her record. Brat was like, you got to remember, Diamond, we're vets. Maybe she's not used to that. And Revise was like, we not going to do that. So the Brat turned to Judy was like, did she just say she not going to do that to me? I don't have time for this. Like, she was like, I know she did not. So Judy was like, I was there, and you have to understand how offensive it is to come in like I'm not about to put in the work. It was once again a slap in the face. So Deb was like, this is what happens with new artists. They think they know everything. Brett was like, we're not doing this to hurt you. You do another verse. I can't wait to hear how hard it is. And Riri was like, we can do it together. And she was like, let's do it or whatever. So she got the long face, sad face. So Deb gets up and says that we came to listen to 6 records that was narrowed down to one. And everybody looking like, I know you fucking lying. Jhonni is looking like, what? She is shocked that she's pissed. And Deb was like, nobody followed directions. So the song starts to play, and the audio is horrible. The club speakers are horrendously sounding. It sounded horrendous. Brat and Big Booty Judy leave at that point because Brat is pissed that the sound ain't right. Jhonni mad because they all messed up after having 2 months to record all these songs. Did nobody do what the fuck they were supposed to do? Jhonni was like, I look stupid. I look stupid. And she just making a fool out of herself, just being all loud and ghetto. Like, I understand you upset, but you admitted that you yourself didn't do what you were supposed to do. So why is you walking around saying you look stupid and this was your chance, this, and that, and the third, when you just admitted that you didn't do what the fuck you were supposed to do either? Like, what the fuck is wrong with these hoes? So Deb in her confession was like, Brett told me not to work with Jhonni. Now I feel stupid. Diamond in her confession was like, I understand what Jhonni is saying, but on the professional side, it's embarrassing. As always. Like, she's always making a scene. So Deb comes out and tell her she's out of line. Jhonni asks for her mic to be taken off and leaves, and Deb is mad, and then the episode go off, child. It was just a mess. Overall, I give tonight's episode of Growing Up Hip Hop a B minus. It was cute for what it was. Yeah, that's how I felt about it. Make sure you guys thumb through this video, like and subscribe, hit the notification bell button. Remember, next Thursday I probably won't be doing a review, because that's my grandmother's funeral. Just to let you guys know that. Love you guys. See you tomorrow for Bell Collective. Bye.